Hello guys, welcome back everyone. It's me, your host Cast, and it is now hitting off here in the stage of the NEC Showdown, and it is the quarterfinals with the day number 2, and the teams playing here are the Group B, and teams from the Group B, they are pretty bit interested to have some kind of the eliminations count, to have some kinds of their favorable position in order to secure their semi-finals slot, and they can go straight away towards the finals, and so that they can grab their free prize pool on the basis of their gameplay and the position they have acquired. And talking about the plane path, we're gonna make a look at it, and it seems like the plane is starting off, and it is the match number 1 of the day 2, and out of the match 4 it is the first match, and the plane path has been glided up from the Esnaya Poliana towards the Jersable City, and it is being glided out, and it is the uh xqsme esports, and they are going forward for the approach of the Pochinki. If we are gonna look over the zone and the hot drops, you will have a look over that person of the Milta and Milta power. It is getting that central approach from the zone as well. Yeah, obviously talking about it, maybe the teams from these states are not able to make that kind of the able fights as well. And for now, it is the team number 7. They are not having any kind of the classes for now, but they can have a good amount of the loot collection from this initial stage, and they have claimed their position for now, and they are not making any kind of the mistakes. They are not making any kind of those furls and the default and they are having a perfect execution of their drop path, and the drop path have also been favoring them in their favor. But for now, we will be going straight for the slot number 7, and they are having a great contribution with the 4 players, and the 4 players are insane. VG and the Dutu and the Prada are the 4 players. Playing fours are pretty bit seem to be stronger enough, but the team, obviously they're gonna have a great potential and a great initiation. But here we're gonna be the fight among the BKB, and BKB, they are trying to grab that fight and grab that elimination in front of their side, and maybe he is aware about that some kind of the footstep has been already been in their notice. But no, for now they are trying to skip it that player, but no, still they are not able to find that player out, and they are trying to make that a smoke and block some kind of a vision. But there is a player from this lot number 19, and this number, yes, it is this lot number 15-16. Yes, it is. Yes, there is gonna be the fight. Some probable fights may cause right here, but the teams are going for the backstab. Maybe they are not interested to take this fight, and they are not even interested to make this fight for the long-term engagement. But the players from the alpha having that fight against the HR, and HR having that fight and grabbing some eliminations. But no, they are having the player lose for now, and they're facing the domination from the team Alpha. And Alpha, they are trying to make their bombastic move right here, and you're gonna stay composed, and they're not gonna be too long shots from the far end. And the Snaker, who is going to pick his player up and is straightly going towards the zone. But no, the player and the teammate has also the zone to make that fight possible. But here is the player from the BKB, Norias, is right here, and the slot number 16 is in front of him, and as SHG, they are trying to make that fight possible. Already 2 players have been taken down. Now DMR is being showcased, but no connections has been built up till now, and this connection has to get built. And here is the Notorious. He is still trying to create that elimination, but his teammate, the Thunder OP, is in the another stance so that he is not able to make that fight possible as well. But I was talking about this, and HR, they are stepping ahead towards the area of this lot number 16. And yes, it is trying to make that elimination possible. And there we go. The shot has been connected, but that would not be enough to make that player down. And here is the player from the SHG, and he is trying to make that vehicle run over. But till now, he is not able to do that as well. But multiple fighting stance and the multiple angles have to be catched out by these teams, and making some kind of the consideration into your mind. Here was the Thunder OP who was trying to make some kind of a fight right here, but here was the jump out man who is always being trying. One elimination's already been collected by this player, and maybe moving forward he can have a more bit of a circle and a more bit of eliminations as well. And that eliminations, they are obviously going to be having a great contribution and a great elimination and a great position, so that they will be qualified for the semi-finals. And if you're gonna be having some kind of the position in the semi-finals, you can go straight to the finals by playing with the pro teams, and the pro teams and the best of the best teams are going for that for this area. Here we go. Here is the players from the SQ, and Jutsu is right here, and 700 and 88 meters of the zone also have to be carried forward and have to go towards that area in order to make that eliminations, in order to make those placement counts possible. And here we go. We're gonna make a look over it as well. And okay, what is going on? Okay, I think he was AFK and he was not able to make that reason possible, so that he was maybe kind of offline player. I'm guessing that as well. Yeah, obviously, maybe that kind of a scenario can be existed right here. But for the players, there are some technical issues can also be favored. And here we go. The players from the 667 Al Sanador is right here, and the Adeline and the Baker Y is also here, and they need to make a fight. They need to make a great possibility. They need to make a great instances of the fights, but the teams have to come in front of the zone, and zone will be hitting you guys. And if you're gonna be having the connection and those zone damages, you need to bear those as well. And you have to go forward for the eliminations as well. You will not be staying happy and the happier satisfaction with those placement point only. There is only 10 points if you have a great second round and with the teams in the lobby, but you will also need to make some kind of those eliminations, through that you guys can make a greater fighting and a greater elimination count as well. But the players are still being having a great fight right here. Maybe a fighting scenario will be created right now. Yes, it is. Maybe the slot number 23, he is trying to make a kind of a fight right here, but the zone is also dipping. The zone is dipping up, and the player from the deep has made that player out of the lobby, and the Q7, now they have to make a greater journey and a greater destinations right here. But till now, the player who is in front of him is still not able to make that possible circle in till now. But there is some thoughts of the players who are still taking those fights. But for now, okay, we're gonna be the clusters of the fights right now, and these clusters have been great opportunity, as well as there is some kind of this drastic scenarios. Okay, for now, there are the players who are still trying to fight it out and figure it out what is gonna be our playing style as well. What would be our a great instance to eliminate the players. And here we go, the player from the S2. They are also trying to make some kind of the eliminations. Already 2 eliminations has been grabbed out from their side, and still they can go for the more and more eliminations. but he is trying to make that vision possible against that player. But till now, no any kind of the visions have been spotted. Okay, okay. But there we go, there we go. The player from the 9 MP, he is making that vision, and this vision may help him to make some shots of the eliminations as well. And yes, here we go over now. This lock number 14. There we go. Another player is right there, Godfather, in front of them, and the players are getting panic, and the team is panic self as well. Okay, I was a bit kind of interested to see this, but from that off angle is being created by Godfather, and Godfather got a great stance of that cover fire so that he can make that player out. And now the both of the players are moving forward to close in the fight, and the Mino may also get damaged right here. The player is running out of the player, and okay, there we go. Another player being taken down as well. There we go. The players are still trying hard to make that possible shots and the possible fights right here. Okay, we're gonna make some look on the vision of the deep energy as well. They are trying to eliminate the players as well, but there will be no any kind of the connection till now. Okay, we will be going for the another player for now, and it is lot number 21. And lot number 21, he is trying to make some kind of evasion around that player, and make that evasion against that player would have been a great difficulty for them as well. Yeah, I guess that is gonna have some kind of that eliminations into their instances, but here we go. The player from the 9 MP, he is trying to make that vision over that player, slot number 22, and the slot number 22 is the players from the S2 and S2. Maybe this team is still trying to figure it out how they can make up a good fighting scenario, how they can make up into a great instances of those fights. But for now, they are not trying to make that eliminations possible. Yeah, that would be a great. Okay, there we go. The player is trying to scope in that player, but till now, no any kind of the visions have been spotted from this player as well. And he is trying to make that eliminations count possible, but the players from the deep is there as well. Players from the deep, they are deep inside that, and that deep would have a greater opportunity to take those players down. And okay, there we go. He is scoping in, but deep, they are still trying to deep down and make those possible short connections. But here we go, another team number 7Q. Okay, XQ as an E2 is right there, and there we go. Another player from the Q7X has been taken down as well, and the players being taken down. Now this is opportunity to grab into the hand of the xqsme esports, and these esports players are still trying to make great communication skill maybe showing in front of them. But there we go, another grenade is going in front of there, and this grenade is not going to help them a lot. But moving forward, there is some kind of the shots they have to face. Yes, he's unaware about that, but going forward, they would be having some idea about that and making that idea to shot connection. There is no elimination for now, but Brad are gonna be taken down as well. Jutsu is the only last man surviving for this team, and he had to make this possible. There is Gorboy, and Gorboy have to go for the zone. But there is a player from the HR. He also needs to go in front of him, but till now, no any kind of that eliminations has been secured from this team. Maybe the Guru Boy is the particular player who is trying to make a kind of a great instance of the fight. But here we go, another team is right in front of them, and another team who is in front of them is maybe gonna be the deep players, and they are playing it down in that area. But playing in that area, they have to make a kind of a greater vision but okay, there are some teams who are still trying to make some kind of the eliminations possible. But here we go, other players are also trying to make this sort possible. Here is the SF Blaze, and there we go, another player, Zamani, MVP, and the Goro Boy is right there. And these teams and these players have to make this elimination possible. Still they are in the zone, but they will not be having that kind of a fight they would be interested in. Yeah, I guess yes it is. And the SF Goroboy is right here. And as of Goroboy, he is still trying to make those eliminations contributed in his hand, but still he have to make those eliminations into their control. But still there may not be any kind of the fighting scenario maybe clearing out this way, but there is always a responsibility for those teams who are having a greater expectations, the greater motivation for the team and the audience as well, and all of the audience will expect from them, and the expectations shall not be spread out by these teams. And SF is that team which is being spammed in the comment sections of the our YouTube channel. And if you're new to our YouTube channel, okay, if you're new to our YouTube channel, you obviously need to subscribe our YouTube channel. And another player, there we go, they are making some sort of the elimination count, but all of the three players are in front of that area, so that now it is being difficult for them as well to make those fight possible. There is the deep in Glory, and in Glory is trying to make that eliminations, but two eliminations they are not happy with that. They will not be happy enough with that. And the zone is going and closing it inside. As it is closing it inside, there we go, the team from the deep has been exploded from that area, and he knows about that. He have that idea that any of the teams are right in front of me and they are gonna spot me as soon as possible, and so I need to get some kind of a great instances. And there we go, another player is also being taken down as well, and a lot of the players who are not being able to take those fight into their consideration, into their vision, now trying to make those. Okay, there we go. The team from the SHG has been taken down, and the players from the deep, they are straighting away to make that elimination count possible into their way. And slot number 16 is the name who are having that elimination count. They are trying to make some kind of the elimination for now, and it is going to hit up right here. And while hitting up this way, they need to have some kind of a battle right here, but no, he is escaping out from that area. Maybe one player have to be sacrificed from this particular zone, and they also have a great motivation to make it possible into their side, but still they are not that into fight which can be into their way into making a great initiation of the fighting scenario. But taking this into the consideration, here is already 45 seconds remaining to shrink in that circle, and how that circle will shrink in, how that would be a great opportunity as well as a great disadvantage for these teams to make into the a great circle is the question right here. And while raising up this question, teams are being totally helpless and totally being a great motivation for all of the teams, and they need to make a great fight right now. The players from the SF, they are in the center of the circle. They are in the center of the circle, and they need to manage those fights. And while talking about those fights, and the fight is getting hit off right here. SF Ninja MVP is taking that fight, but no, Guru MVP has been taken down. Guru Boy, he is being taken down and eliminated as well. Only the two players from the SF need to make this fight possible, and already into the slot number 7, and this is gonna be having a grade into this. And now Ninja has been taken down as well, and both of the players, they are getting that contribution from the other as well, and their contributions obviously gonna be having a great fighting spirit and a great motivation to their team as well. Yeah, obviously, when we're talking about this, you will always be concerned about that area, and while going forward for the a good placement position, there will be a great finals, there will be a great eliminations, and while claiming their position into their hand, the the area of zone has also been into their control, and controlling area and the controlling power of the all the teams and the players have also been into that area. And here we go, the players maybe got spotted from here, but this lock number 22 are not still trying to give their position from that far in. But I guess there is gonna be the spotted right now, but no, both of the players have been taken down into the pixel HP, but no any team, no any player have been sorted out right now. The team will have to make that spirit of fighting into this area, and we are into the match number one. We have still the three matches remaining. The top five would qualify straight to the semi-finals, and here we go. So lock number 16, as G Jumpa Man has always been contributing his team. Two eliminations already been collected for this side. And okay, for now, it is going to be as G. They are trying to initiate towards the another area. Yes, it is. And this area obviously gonna help them out. And there is some sort of building off, and the S2191 key is trying to make that Nazi player and the deep energy. They are trying to grab it out and grab around that energy from that other player, and he is trying to make those eliminations count possible. But here is this lock number 22 versus lock number 23, I guess. But no, from the far that sword against that player, and that sword would go into their stance, and that would obviously gonna help that player as well. Yeah, well, I was always talking about these particular area, this particular area, but while talking about the team from the SZSF and this team, and here is gonna be the SF Blaze, who have already the two eliminations for now, and these two eliminations already gonna help them into their side. And here is another player as SF Blaze is straight towards that area, and no, but from the far end he is gonna face some kind of eliminations as well. Okay, there we go, he is already taken down, and the last player Ninja MVP. Four players, okay, four teams remaining, four teams remaining, while there are eight players, but no, another team has been eliminated as well. Okay, here is the majority of the concerned that which teams would be taking that win over in a chicken dinner with that team on it of that booster, and that booster would obviously help the team to make into their way, and they're right now, and the players are also being spotted from this lock number 16 as Aji Jami is right there, and he need to make that solve possible. If you're gonna make that vision into a great instance, then that would be a better enough. But okay, for now it is going to scope in that area. How he or she gonna be taking that sort possible into his connection, but no connection is still. And here we go, the deep inquiry is right there, and inquiry having that three elimination. For now it is being eliminated, and the Tanjiro is right there, and only three teams remaining. These three teams have to make their fight into their contribution, and the players is still trying to make some kind of division from this area. But here we go, the team from the S2, they are also trying to make some kind of division, and they are also taking some TPP looks so that they can have a greater vision against the teammate and the team of the another player. And in other instances, they will be obviously more than happy enough to make those eliminations count. Obviously, there were going to be a great fighting scenario as well, and the two teams will be having the elimination count. Here we go. The team from the slot number 16, he is trying to grab that out, and from that slot number 22, they are also trying to force it out. But now 2v2 scenario is being created, but no, there we go. Another player has been taken down, and jump bomb, and there we go. Okay, a grenade can make that fight possible, but there will gonna be the 1v1 scenario, I guess. Yes, it is. Another player from the S2 has been also taken down, and both of the teams for now they are going for the revival process. And this, as soon as the revival process completes, you're gonna have some look over a fight, and he is still trying to make that eliminations into his favor. And okay, here we go. The player from the S2, he's taking down the player, and the SHG, they are not being able to defend that, and they are not getting affordable to manage that push. But there we go, the player from the S2, no, there is gonna be the slotted differences, but no, finally that was ended up by the player from the area of the SHG. And there we go, chicken over with the 10 eliminations and the 10 points. It is not just a small number, it is not just a number, it is related with their feelings and the compatibility, and they will always be going for a greater number instead of those kind of the positions right here. And the BKB, they had also won eliminations and they have eliminated, yeah, I guess it is. And here is this slot number 9, and slot number 9, and he is also trying to make some kind of the eliminations right here. And the slot number 19 and 11, but here we go, another team. So 12, 13, 14, what was the result and all the scenarios right now. But for now, we will be going for the short break, and we will be just right back after that, and we will be having a greater conversation with you guys. Okay, welcome back again. We are back with the results and the summary of the match number one, and it was the SHG from which they grabbed out the 10 eliminations with that 20 points, and that was a great instance of those fights, and we had that a great memories from these teams, and we were a lot impressed with this team. And there was the S2 who were having a great fight as well, and we were not trying to miss this fight as well. Yes, trying to take over this fight. We have also the fight of the Miramar, and Miramar will also be showcased after some sorts of the break, and maybe there would be another matches, and always there were the four matches in the group stages as well as this stage, and all of the teams would have a greater opportunity to prove them as well. And the DP spot with that 10 position point, and there we go. Sniper FI is there, and they are having the 09 point, and Alpha is both 7. There is the Conqueror 7. They were also having that 7 points, and there were other teams as well. Say SMP Boys, Conqueror 7. They are also having a decent kind of the point formation, but the larger amount of point has been grabbed out by the SHQIPZONE EU, and they are S at G, and 20 points has been collected from their side, and it is a greater news as well for them. But they are already having the 20 points. That means they have a greater opportunity to qualify into the semi-finals. Yes, it is. And we will be straightly going to watch another match, and another match is going to be the match of the Miramar, and the Miramar would be a great fight for these teams. And talking about these teams, the team from this area will have to maintain their privacy. They have to maintain their a kind of elimination count through which they can make up into the area of the fighting circle and the zone area. Here we go, the players from the slot number 3, they are still trying to make some kind of the elimination. They have already glided up, and the plane path has started from the Minas del Sur to the area of the Torre Humara and Torre Humara. This is the sort, this is the position point they have made into, and now they have to make a good elimination counts as well. And here we go, this team making a good way to that, but no, till now they are not able to make that elimination count possible. And this time they would have a greater fighting opportunity. There are the multiple teams, I guess there are being shifted, but no, there are the solo team. They are having a single vehicle contribution to get in the zone, but there we go. Zone has taken that shift, and the zone has gone away towards that northern area, and going forward for the northern area, players in the far end have to make alternative area as well in order to loot their beginning stage of the loot collection. And straightly going forward for that map, there is the long and the better high area in order to get into that zone. But for now they will always be getting interested to enter into the zone at the first, as the teams will have a greater opportunity to grab a greater position as well. Maybe the teams have to make that elimination count into a good part right now, but okay, we will be concerned with that team as well. But okay, there we go. Another team is also taking some shots of the fire. KZ Kyra is right there, and he has landed in the players from the MS, the team number 6, and the team number 6 are taking down the players from the opponent. And here we go, Kyra is right there. He is trying to surround those players from the every aspect and the every area and the zone as well. The teams who are landed beyond that part of the pursue area, Los Leones, they have to go for the far way around the zone, and the zone would not be their side, and it would be having some kind of a hamper for you guys. But if you are not having that subscribe button for now, you would be having that another hamper to you as well, and we will be having some kind of the similar tournament screams and all other kind of the elimination and all the actions will be cast out in the official YouTube channel of the Delilah. And for now it is being heated up and it is pressurizing the players, and there we go, the players have not still been exposed, but there we go. Having that said, it is this slot number 21 who are trying to make this fight possible into their side. But okay, there we go. Here is gonna be the another team who are trying to make this fight possible. There we go. Another vision is taken down, and here is the player who is taking that player as well. And for that far end, there is this slot number 6. And okay, players are getting some kind of the struggle from this side, and the struggle have to get managed from this player. And here we go, the slot number 6, he is trying to make it possible, but okay, there we go, another team, another player is right there, but he is being taken down as well. The player from this slot number 21, he is also been taken down, and the last player is remaining. Maybe they have also got a concrete idea that players are still trying to make some sorts of the eliminations count, but for now there won't be any kind of those elimination count. We will be seeing forward. Okay, here is the team from this lot number 21 as well. Now they will be going to confirm that eliminations into their count, and elimination security would have a better instance of fighting opportunity here, but the vision is not still been created. But the team 6, okay, they are not having a greater combination and the coordination among themselves, so that they are not that sure in order to make those eliminations count secure and by their side. But okay, it is totally considerable and totally adjustable for them as well, and the players from the multi has also been taking the fights as we have saw in the lobby, and we have seen it in our map feed as well. And there we go, here is the captain taking that fight possibility, but no, till now no any kind of the connections has been built up. But there we go, another team 667 is right there in front of them, and they are taking some shots of the eliminations for now. And the team number 12, it is going to be the multiverse for now. And the team from this lot number 9, he is still trying to make that player down, but no, there is not gonna have that elimination count possible, and he is trying to eliminate that player, but no, there we go, the captain multiverse, he is having that some elimination, and he is easily grabbing those eliminations into his hand, and it would be a great fight for him, and it would be a greater motivation for his team to make into that possible finally. Okay, other teams are also being stressed out, and the xqsme are trying to get those fights possible, but no, till now they are not trying to make those fight possible. And here is the players from the xqsme, insane is right there, and maybe he's trying to cook some kind of the grenade, but in the area of the picado, maybe players would have to worry about their zone, and they have to go for the zone as well. Yeah, really it is being hard for their area. And there is the player from this lot number 11, ASD Sarah Wapaju is right there, and the 11th team, they are already been lost. There are two of their soldiers, and two of the soldiers would have to get regret as you have to make that possible, that what would gonna be the scenario, what is gonna be that elimination counting area. And here is the player from this lot number 7. He is still trying to make some kind of the eliminations right here, but the players from the deep, he is trying to play that deep, but no, unfortunately, that is not gonna help them as well. And okay, there is gonna be the zone going straightly upwards for the area of the Tori of Humara and Hacienda del Patron as well, as repaint is also in contexted. Okay, there we go. Another player from the Lack of Bulgaria is also coming out their way, and maybe they have also a great fighting opportunity as they will fight in that area. They can have a greater fighting elimination and the greater fighting experience. There is a player from the ASD who are really taking that fight possible, and the ASD for now how they're gonna execute these fights, and the BKB they are also trying to make some vision against those players who are being not in their favor. And okay, how would they be exposed and how would they be having a great fight right here is the major question for them as well. Okay, what would be their area and what would be their elimination count is the majority of the questions. And okay, well, teams are still struggling for their fight and still have to make those fight consider into the conclusion of that event. And here we go, still trying to grab her around. Okay, here is the team number 19 who is trying to make that elimination count, but he is run down there and no vision has been yet collected from this player right now. But how will he be able to collect that elimination count? How will he be able to make those count of the positions area successfully into there right now? Okay, for now it is the BKB. They are also trying to get into that circle, but till now they are not able to get into that as well. And there is a player from the Alpha as well. They are trying to make those fight possible, but till now no any kind of those fights are possible, and the teams are still getting into that area, but no any kind of those circles are being traced out. There are not a kind of a good eliminations as well. Okay, there was gonna be shots from the player from the Alpha, and he took that elimination. He was trying to hit that player straight away to his head, and head to head connection that would give a better result for him as well, and bare minimum chance of the getting eliminated, bare minimum chance of getting those survival points and having a great multiple fights. And they would be having a great fight and a great communications with their teammates as well, and it would be having a great conversation there. Whereas the player from the panic as well, player from the panic, and he is not still getting panic from the any kind of the scenario. He is trying to make some kind of a vision with those enemy, but no enemy has been spotted from his scope till now. But the MS Salavo is being taken. That player for his opponent down. How it will be executing. Okay. Only one player is remaining for this side, but for eliminations already from the solo player contribution, and it is the majority question how the player is taking that player down and how is it being going on for them as well. And as Salvo is right there, and how they gonna make those fights possible, how they gonna make those elimination count possible is the majority of the questions. And there we go, another player from that area. He is also trying to make that elimination count, but okay, having that multiple connections, he also wants to make some kind of the vision right here, but the player from the BKB is being taken down. And the last player is surviving from the BKB. Bokaji is right there, and the Bokaji has to make that possible shot connections right here. But going forward for the all of the fighting scenario possibility, there would be a great fight. against these players. There is going to be the player from the slot number 19. They are not trying to make any kind of the look over there, but XQS and Prada is right there, and Prada trying to make that connection possible. Prada is trying to get that elimination into that vehicle, but no, that vehicle is not getting into their concern. But this concern would have to be concerned of the other players as well, and it would be a great fight, and it would be a greater instances. But there we go, the slot number 19, they are having that position secured, and slot number 19, Boca G was the player who took that player down, and the player taken down, and it is being shown off for this team, and this team is always we gonna have a great fighting spirit for these players. And okay, there we go, the player from this lot number 19, he's still trying to make some kind of a vision right there, but this slot number 7, he is not still able to make those fights possible into their area. There is the player from the BKB. He is trying to slam in around that position of the enemy, but he is completely not sure that how he have to go for it. There is no any kind of the support of the partner, no any kind of the support of the back end and the front end of the enemy and other as well. If there is going to be the fourth palace fixed party, there may be some kind of the vision that you could block and make into some kind of the greater positions as well. But there we're gonna be another grenade from this player, and the player would not connect that grenade for now, and the player from the SF has been taken down for now. Player from the SF has been taken down for now, and yes, it is. Both of the players having that possibility need to get into this, need to make a great first and a great elimination count. But there we go, SSG is right there in front of them, who is trying to make those shots possible. But okay, we will be having a great conversation with these teams as well. And okay, there is it, Alpha Holy having that two eliminations already, and two eliminations has been already connected from this player, and there is the player from this lot number 8. The players from the lot number 8, they are still trying to make those elimination count possibly into their sides, but okay, the vehicle has already been surrounded by that area, and slot number 8 in SF, they have also been into that area as well, I guess, as much as possible. There we go, another fight being possible right here, Alpha taking those players down, and already 5 eliminations has been collected from this team. Absolutely incredible, absolutely having a great kindness and a dignity to make those fights possible, and a great conversation as well, and a great fight, a great motive to play right here. Okay, guys. As of Guru Boy is the player in our screen for now, but he's not having any kind of the fights right there, and the player from the SQME is taking the fight, I guess. Yes, it is. And the player who is right there is the Prada making that proud moment for his team. Already 3 eliminations has been collected, but for now, maybe more kind of a scenario can be generated from this area. But there we go. Player from the SF, Guru Boy, has also been tracing that area from this particular residence. Okay, he is not having that kind of a fight which is gonna be having that favorable instances of those fights, but for now it is this lot number 18 who is trying to make those eliminations into their hands. But here we go, it is this lot number 7, xqsme. Rara is there, and already 3 eliminations, as always talking about this team. And Alpha are also taking some sort of the elimination eliminations for now. But there we go, the player from the xqsme Prada, he is also trying to make that possible shot connection. There is the Astro who have taken that hashtag second position from the players, and he's still unaware about that. Okay, Prada, there we go. 9 and P are having some kind of the fight against another team, and there we go. The players have already been grabbing that three eliminations into their hand, and the player are trying not to move from that area. There is the S2. He is also trying to make that vision into that area, and that area would not be a greater fighting zone, and the area which we are talking about. And okay, there we go. Spotted out of that vehicle, but no identification has been made from that. But no, there we go. The player has been down as well, and it is the end of those players. And the 11 team is still remaining, and 11 teams with those multi-main of the scenario are still getting banged up. Just a second, guys. I will just go for a short break and I will just come right now. You guys, I'll just watch it. Okay, back again, guys. I'm still back right here, and the Q7X, they are trying to hit that battle inside of the players. But here we go, players are still trying to make those shots possible, but no. Here we go, the player is trying that smoke to get into that circle, but that circle will not be favoring him into that side, and he is still going forward and forward and forward. How will he be able to manage those zone area? But okay, there we go. He would have to make those fight possible, but from that another end, he is also being pressed out. Okay, there we go with S2 from that player. He is also trying to make that fight, and yes, it is. That was taken down by that player. And here we go, another player being taken down from the Captain Multiverse. The Captain Multiverse and Multiverse, they are trying to create their own multiverse and a own universe by their way. And okay, anyway, how they gonna approach, by how they gonna have a make a look over those players, obviously gonna be the fantastic work and incredible results from their side. And there is a player, okay, he is having that look over that area, but no any kind of the shots has been managed from this player. There we go, as to Manu 91K is right there, and he is still trying to make that elimination count. Okay, I was concerned about that, how it is gonna be having some shots of the eliminations right there. But okay, he is still being pressed out by the another player as well, and as being pressed out, he has been taken down as well. Now there is a player from the panic, and he should not have to make any kind of the panic scenario right now. And if he gonna make some those, he gonna have to realize about that as well. Yes, it is. I was just talking about the players who will be having a greater fighting opportunity, who would be a greater contestant and a greater mobility to play those shots. And here we go, the player from this area, maybe Goruboy gonna be spotted right now. And yes, it is. As I was talking about this zone, it is going to end up with the SHG. They were having a perfect chickener just before this match, and this match also they are trying to make a good instance of the fighting scenario. And okay, just look at these players are incredibly good, and they are making a great fighting opportunity, and there are only the two players remaining for now, and it is being ended right here, and it is ended up right this area. And many congratulations to the S2, and it is the NEC showdown. And how it gonna be the result, you guys can see it, how you can check it out. Maybe your result may be ups and downs. If you have any kind of the query, you guys can join our Discord server of the NEC community, and it is all the way presented and organized by the NEC community. We will be just right back after a short break and a short result. Till then, keep watching, guys. We will be right back. So Okay, guys, here we go. We are back again with the overall standing after the match number two of the group stage of the group number B. We are in the quarterfinals, and it is the NEC Showdown Season 2 with the grand prize pool of the 300 USD, and the team from the S2 has grabbed out that hashtag 1 position with the particular position point of the 23 kill points and the 16 placement points, and the SHG they were having a good chicken wrap for the first match, and for now it is the 29 point for them as well, and the Alpha Esports having that 16. There was those 9 MP boys who were having that 14, and the SEMPER FI they were having the 13. And you have to notice that only the top 5 teams will get away towards the semi-finals, and all other semi-final results will also be displayed in this channel. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and it is going to hit up the teams. And right now it is the team from the another stands. It is the Deep Esports having the 10 points, LMANICOMIO 10 points, and the Team Lob 9, CONQUEROR at 7. It is 8, and it is the Team Panic with the 7, Ghost of Mercy with that 7 as well, and the teams from the Black Belt team, xqsme Sports 667 years, and the MELISE Academy having that 4 points, and the other teams from the veterans having the 2 point, Hellraisers having the 1 point, and ATOX Esports they were not having any kind of the point till now. And maybe it may have some kind of the impact for this team as well, and this team always being a great instances for these players, a great motivation and a great initiation to make that players over and over into a great instances of a particular fight right here. And it is going to start the match of the another play as well, and it would be the match number for, okay, in fact match number 3, and the match number 3 will be starting right this way from the Lakawi area. And starting from the Lakawi area, maybe teams would be approaching for their own drop locations as well. And for now, how it would be going forward? Okay, for now it is going forward from the Lakawi to the area of the Paradise Sword, having that way out, and maybe this way out would provide us some kind of assurance that teams would not have that kind of elimination from those area. And it is the XQsme, excuse me, esports, and excuse me, esports having that Kampong area into their context, and maybe now drop loading context, and the team will also bear up some kind of the zone for now, and the zone will also hit them a hard kind of the circle, and how hard it is going to be, it is the majority of the question arises right here. And here is the team number 7, excuse me, esports. Dutu is right there in front of them in order to represent, him. And still, there is no zone being stringed out, but talking about the zone, there are gonna be the Camp Bravo having that into a great circle, and the van area is also being contested by the circle as well. But the Tratmok area with that lower ground as always being surrounded, and the players are also needed to go into that area as well. Well, there are the team number 7. He's also trying to make that shot possible right there, but no, still there is no any kind of the initial battle as well. But the teams from the another team, we're gonna make some look over the team over 22 and the 23. It is the 22 and the 23, and maybe some kind of fire can be showcased from this area. Maybe slot number 22, they are still trying to gather up some kind of the elimination, but no, from this side they will not be able to make that elimination count possible now. There is the context of the area of boot camp, and this area of the boot camp has to be a great fight for them as well, and they are always heading towards that area, but for now it is not being possible to make those connections as the eye make around in that area. Okay, here we go. The player are being taken down from this area, and player are being taken down, and maybe there is some kind of the elimination count are also being pending right this area, as to they're trying to get inside these players, and they have the player advantage from this area, but how they gonna be approaching this? Okay, here is it as to Kaya, and as to Kaya, he is also trying to make some kind of the move right there. He is already a full backed up, and he is also trying to hit that kind of a circle with that sword as well. Okay, here we go. This lot number 22. He is trying to heal up himself and making a look over it after that anyway. And here we're gonna be this lot number 22. And one elimination already been collected for this team. This player already been collecting and making a kind of elimination right in this area. Okay, there was a player who was trying to take down into that area, but no, he was not that able to make that into a great possible. Okay, that was a great instance of the fight, but no, another player being taken down as well. Now they are already having that 4 eliminations, and these 4 eliminations obviously gonna help them away. Yeah, this team's always trying to make a kind of a great circle instances. May the best team who wins as obviously, and Courage is has also taken a great instances of these fights, but how this would be executed, how this would have to be get into the context of the other players is the majority of the questions that is being raised by this area. But there is a player from this lot number 19. They are also trying to make that vision against those players. There is this lot number 7, excuse me, esports is right there, and maybe some sort of the damage can also be dealt with that area, but for now it is being pressurized and it is being a great circle for them as well, and it is going forward for the teams as well, and they are trying to hit up a great move and a great initiative for them. But okay, he is trying to make that third connection possible, but till now there is no any kind of a connection being connected with that player. But instead of that, although in the meantime he get that retaliation back into in his head, and he need to revive himself first of all, re-healthy himself first of all, he have to first aid himself first of all, any kind of the way you can say it is, and he is already backed up for now, and it is the zone going forward for the area of that particular scene. And okay, maybe some sort of the eliminations can be seen from this area. Okay, talking about this area, there is the players from the thank you so much, or what is gonna be that player Q. Oh, okay, excuse me. Yes, excuse me. What is that? Excuse me, esports is that, and excuse me, esports, that are still trying to make that eliminations count possible. But for now, okay, there is the players slot number 11. They're trying to make kind of a great entry in that area, but till now no any kind of the circles has been made up into their side, and it is being crossed, and it is being made into that circle as well, and it is the team number 7 who is trying to make a look at a vision of slot number 11. Yes, it is while making that vision against that team. he will also have to get away from that area as well. And if you are not gonna make that eliminations possible, maybe you're gonna make and you're gonna be favored and suffered as well. And this sufferance will be remembered for you in the coming past days, in the coming days as well. Okay, here is gonna be the team number 7 who is trying to get away, but no, there was a player from the VT and veteran with that 2 points. They were having a kind of a multiple safe journey, but now they are engaged into the fight. They are engaged into these actions, and they are trying to show that how potential they are and how caliber they carry on to make this fight possible into the area of the semi-finals. And the players from this lot number 19, they are still swimming up right their way. And okay, maybe some kind of the circle will also be shifting after some period of the moment, but how it would be shifting out, okay, how it gonna be the circle is the majority of the question right here. And if it would be going forward for the Camp Bravo or Mongnai, maybe probably the teams will be gathered down and multiple teams would be having a great fighting scenario, and this fight would obviously gonna inspire all of the youths. And it is the VT, and they are always trying to make that elimination count. You can see at that area, and right now the team from the VT, they are trying to step ahead and they are trying to move away from that area, but the players from the deep, for now they are always being pressurized by all the team. And the deep in glory, he was being sorted from another team, but still he is not being able to make that connection possible for now. The eliminations already been collected for this team and this particular player from the solo contribution, but there is the player who is Nahid who has been taken down and he need to get revived. But no, there is not gonna see any kind of the scenario right here about the VT taking down another player from the another end, and maybe kind of elimination count wise they will have a greater fighting possibility. And okay, it is gonna be the deep measure 99, and deep measure 99 he is also trying to make some look over that. Okay, he was having that proper connections against that player and he was able to make that, but no, he was self-disciplined, but he was got a great knockdown from the opponent. And here we're gonna be this lot number 8 who is trying to make a great fighting scenario. Okay. Right now it is the red line who is still trying right there, but two players are already knocked down, and the player from the slot number 13 is trying to move behind and inside that. Okay, here is the player from the slot number 11, and okay, he was trying to hit that, but the slot number 8, they were not having that kind of a very good kind of stances right there, and he got eliminated from this area. And this area gets into a greater area as well. And now there is a player from the VT, and he is trying to get away and he is trying to move into that circle, and the slot number 12 is right in front of him and he is trying to get inside that as well. Okay, for now the revival is going in the process as well, and this process will continue until the revive gets successful. But here is the player from the slot number 11 VT. They are trying to make that elimination count in the 5, 6, 7 at so on, and they would have a great elimination count as well. And for now it is being clustered right here, and he is being with that player, and one player have been taken down of the multiverse, and multiverse have been being created by this particular player. This player is named the team, be quite a stronger. And there we go, the player from this lot number 10 or 11, I guess. Yes, it is. They are trying to make a kind of call right there in from the company, but they are not trying to give that company. Okay, we're gonna look the player from the SF as well. The player from the SF, they are also trying to make a great fight, and SF is right there. And if the SF would make a great fight, it would be having a great and the peaceful and accurate memory for the audience as well. And all of the audience are loving it to make our fight into the context. And the 9 teams remaining with the 28 players, 6 eliminations has already been collected for this team, and the team name is VT. And VT, they are always trying to get into that area and make some kind of the elimination count. How would they be suggested to make those elimination, but they are always been a huge source in order to make those eliminations. They are trying to make elimination count. They are trying to make every kind of a great fighting instances right there. Okay, it is the player from the VT, and VTR is still trying to move away and move behind that area and make that circle into that instance as well. And it is the team from SF, and they are also trying to make into the circle as well. And the Jamon is there with that vehicle, but for now, it is just lot number 11 who is trying to make it into that area, and they are in the search of the another player. If they could get a kind of eliminations for this side, they are still trying and trying, and how this try would make their successfulness in the coming days as well. There is a player from the 9MP, and 9MP Rough 7 is right there. Rough 7, they are also trying to make that elimination count possible, but from the another there is another player taking down from the 9MP player, and multiple angles have been surrounded. There we go, the BT 82812 has also been added me in the Instagram as well. Yes, it is. There is another player moving forward. There is another player in front of him, and he is not yet been received, not yet been that consideration into that area. There is a player from the ELT, Panda, and Panda would be having that conversation against his English teacher in order to make that possible into your class as well. And all the teachers, all the coaches would have a great initiation and a great impact on your game style, on your gameplay, on your all the activities you do it in your cycle name, and how they would be having a great changes, great manipulation right there is the majority of the question. But there we go. He gonna be have some revival process, and the rough 7 has taken down into the wrong timing as well. The timing is the most important thing. Yes, it is. Timing, if you go about the timing, maybe there will be don't just be the weaponry deal to those retaliation and the irritations. There will be some kind of the egos as well. And for now, it is the player from this side who is the Godfather, and Godfather was having that elimination count into their favor. They are still trying to get that elimination, and the SF, this team is always having a greater expectation from the audience. But how this expectation would be adjusted from this area is would be the majority of the question. Okay, so lot number 18 is right there, and can have that elimination count, but no, he is not having that elimination by now. He's trying to make that elimination, but he was not able. But this grenade will work down. But this grenade has not yet been worked down. It is the Vitino who took that clear down, and it is the SF who is with the gem on MVP. Maybe some kind of a grenade and some kind of fluid connection would connect that one. Yes, it is. I was talking about this, and another player is right there. He is maybe not having that idea. If the player will be exposed, the SF Jimon will be ready to make that player down and down and down again. And Jamon is right there, and the Roof 7 who is trying to make that player revived, but the player from the another end is hitting that area in order to make his fight possible right now. And right this way, this zone has also been stringed in, and this zone is trying to string it in the area of the okay, there was a 3 compound area which is gonna be the having maybe in the center of the circle, and maybe the players have a great opportunity to make into this area. There is this lot of 21. He is already exposed and overexposed, and he is being taken down. And now only the 3 teams remaining for now, and how these 3 teams would be having a greater fight. Okay, right there, he is trying to hit that connection possible, but that shot was not enough to make that possible enough. And there we go, a grenade has been okay popped up and the pulled up as well, and while pushing it out, maybe the player will also be taking that elimination down. There we go, the player has been taken down from the nodules, and this lot number 13, the only 2 players are remaining for this team, but there is the opportunity to make a kind of the more money and more eliminations and a greater position by qualifying into the semifinals. And how they would be qualifying into the semifinals will be the most expensive thing you need to know about it. Yeah, obviously that was a great instance of the fight, and he is taking a look at the all the experience and all the size of that area. And there we go, the Ninja baby can get okay revived for now, and while getting that revival, there is SF who are in the top area, and for now he is being spotted out and he is being taken down as well. And there is block number 13, he is taking the players one by one taken down of the player from the another team, SF, and SF is being totally helpless for now, and SF are taking that fix on that fight. But no, there is gonna be the another player. Kenjus was there, I guess, and he was not able to make that fight possible, and it would be the winner and chicken for the S2 as well. S2, they are always in that hashtag one. Now how would they be suggested to get into that area as well? Now they would be having that area into their side, and they're all still the saving Connecticut. What a freaking amount is that? How can he pick up that one as well? There is the player from the SF who is still trying to revive and heal up himself, but is not able to identify where the player is, how many teams the player have. They are still here, and here we go. The chicken wing has been already been uploaded, and it is being gathered up. It is being sewn up by this team. And okay, just a second, guys. We will be showing you guys a great result. How was the position and how was the elimination count for these teams, as the majority of the question. And here we go, you can pause it out and we're gonna watch a look about these things. And there we go, only the 15 teams were there, and we will be back with another match, and it would be the last match probably. We will be back with another match. Keep okay, keep staying tuned, guys. Hey guys, you heard it right. We are back again with the match number 4, and it is going to be the match of the Wrangle. And the match of the Wrangle, it is going to be pretty interesting, and I'm sure that you will also be loving these matches. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We are in the day 2, and it is the match is going behind the Group 2 or Group B as well, we can say that, and it is going to be a rushing gameplay at the last stage of the game, and it is the circle moving away from the hospital area towards the Stalber and the Kamaski, and it is taking the way out from the Rozhok area and the Yasnaya Polyana and the way out between the Yasnaya Polyana and Sereni as well, and maybe teams are still trying that hard to make into the semi-finals, and the semi-final is must and the most important for you in order to make into the finals, and you can play with those professional teams, pro teams who are qualified and who have those experience to play in the PMSL, PMPL, and all other stages, and the PMGO in the circumstances of those players. You will be loving to play that area and play that lobby as well. And here we go, the teams of the slot number 7 and 11 are gathered up here in the Pochinki area and talking about the zone. Okay, for now no zone, it is first of all fight right there, and the fight is being initiated, and this fight gonna make a look of that. Okay, well, there is gonna be the revival possibility, and it is being revived. The player and the player who is not in that area will have to make a look of that as well. And it is already one elimination for them, and it is the one man advantage for them. But okay, the player is moving ahead and he needs to get back into that area, but no, how he would be going for that area. But here is the player being taken down, and now it is being critical scenario for this team, and team number 7, they are not being able to make that fight possible. But no, okay, I was just thinking about that. This team will be eliminating the team from the ASD 11, but no, this was a right after the vice versa of this area, this particular scenario, and it is just turn around at moment from this particular scenario, and I was totally confused and what to say this. This was a great fight and a great initiation for this team, and here we go. Another team we're gonna look at over is the team from the S2, and S2 they are also having some sorts of the loot collection, and this loot collection would maybe helping this team and this player to make some kind of a good fighting energy and synergy. They are being made of into this area in order to make a good fighting opportunity. It would be a great scenario. There we go. He is trying to make some look over the opponent, but not yet. Keisei is right there, but Keisei. Okay, there was a two Keisei right there from the S2 players, and both of them having the 1-1 elimination, and what a combination from that. Okay, one player has been taken down. There was the support from the another end, and the Q7X. They were seems to be a great team in this lobby, but no, they are being dominated by each and every of the teams. Every of the teams comes behind them, they're gonna punish them and show us them a domination. Yeah, obviously there is going to be the domination showing behind that area, and this will be a greater movement from this team. And maybe Q7, they have just the last alternative in order to make their position calm and compose. They have to move around and make some kind of a placement point, and they can make into that top 5, but it is being a kind of a great opportunity. But there we go, another player from the unknown who has taken down, for now unknown take down that player, and unknown has, as unknown took that player, there would be a conflict and the confidentiality to make that fight impossible for now. Okay, how this fight gonna be possible? There is going to be the unknown. He is trying to move behind and forward, but how he would be having that fight possibility into his area. Okay, for now, unknown. He is trying to move away and he is not trying to let that enemy away to make his sacrifice. But there we go, the player from the S2, he is also moving forward. Maybe it is gonna be the last moment for his player. But there we go. There is the POB being seen, but no, he was also been taken down as well. Okay, the team from the slot number 22, Astro, they are almost around qualified for the semi-finals. They have collected almost around a great number of the points right here, and while collecting those points, it was a great story. It was a great moment for this team. Okay, well again, here we're gonna be the players from this lot number 22. As lot number 22, they are still trying to make up some kind of the fights right here. But okay, we're gonna look over the other teams as well. And okay, which teams are we gonna watch? Is that the BKB? BKB, there is gonna be the Nautilus from this team, and he is trying to make over that Vuggy right there in front of him. He was trying to skip out that, but no, skipping out that would have been a major effect for him. But maybe his teammate or the partner who is coming with that coup can make into that vehicle. But okay, he is just marking that vehicle. Here is the vehicle, and you can bring it out. We can go it on with the proper zone, and they can make up a good fight right there. And maybe slot number, this team is a slot number 19, and they're gonna have a great opportunity from this area, but all of the teams have to move into the zone as well. While moving into the zone, teams will have to be concerned about which move they're gonna initiate for now, which move gonna help them a lot in order to make their positions away in front of them as well. Here we go, the player is also trying to move forward for now, but how is they gonna make that approach a success in that way is the majority of the questions. And there we go, player have been taken down. ASD, who was taking the player from the another team in the beginning stage, has been taken down for now. And listen up, here is the player Alpha coming in their way, and the BKB, they're trying to eliminate the players, and BKB, all the teams are gathering up into that area, and for now the team will have to bear up some sorts of the damages from the area of this area. And okay, I was just talking about that, and the teams will have to get into that area, and it would be very much happy to bear those damages from this area. And players are being spotted and players are being cast down for this area. And there we go, here is the player from the BKB. They are still trying to make over the players against that area, and they need to claim that position, that this is ours, and we are not gonna make this position for the any other teams and any other players. And there is the Molotov cooking in front, and this cooking Molotov will not let him to get inside that lobby, and he is out of the lobby. He was correctly taken down by the another player from the BKB as well. And deep now the last players is right there, and he has not get that position right away, and Notorious is hitting that blind shot right there, I guess. Yes, it is, yeah. We're gonna make some look over the players from the SF as well, how the passive will be playing this particular match. Maybe some sort of the elimination count would have been a greater idea for them as well, but how it would be working, how it would be going forward is the majority of the question, as we were talking about this many times, and it is our responsibility to make you ensure that you should have to watch out this event and the other event like this in our channel. In order to do so, you need to like, share and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget for that. Okay, without promotional, beside taking that beside into my jokes, okay, for now we will be going for the match straight away. There are the all the teams as well who got hidden up and who got maintaining those pressures from that area, and the team SF, they have a lot of the pressure right here, as they are the most commented team from the audience right in this particular area. And here we go, other players are also being looted in this particular area, and it is the panic from the Facos, and Facos is right there, who is trying to make some kind of the elimination, but till not now. And making those elimination count, we will be having some look around with the 9 MP player who was taking that player down as well. As of now, they are not being able to make that fight possible. Okay, there we go. The panic is right there. And for now, the player from the Multiverse who were having some fight against these players, and the player is of the slot number 13. And slot number 13, they are trying to make a look over that area. But here we go, the player from the Snow, SF Snow, he is running down and now trying to take that shot. And okay, he was a pretty bit late there. And the late start connection was not able to make that elimination count possible, so that it was a kind of unconjectable and unreliable kind of a shot and unrelevant kind of a vision right there. He have been instantly, he have got some sorts of the instant reviews from there, but no, he trusted right there. He going out with that prone shot, and he missed the target. Okay, how the players will strike their first eliminations would be a greater question as well, and how they're gonna be having this kind of the scenarios. This will be having a great instances, but right there, the player from that another team making that elimination count possible as well. The team from the VT, maybe, I guess, yes it is. The team from VT, they are also trying to eliminate the player, and he is right in the area of the query region, but the player from the Astro, they are still being that grand finals team. They are still in that race to make a great initiation as well. And here we go, players from the LM were also being taken down as well. Let us see the team from the LM. Who are the players? Who are the players? Is that Reflex, Nick, Drew, and the Grumped were the players? And this is the revolution they are taking out. And the LM Nick, they are eliminating the players, but only one elimination and the one self trade. That is not a bad trade, that is not a good trade as well, and it would be a pretty bad treatment as well. Yes, I was always returned about it, and as I always was concerned about this thing, here is this lot number 11 with the VT, and he is trying to make some look of that area, and there is a smoke he knows about it, and he seems to be a pretty expensive and a pretty experienced player throughout this event. And okay, how he gonna be approaching that area would be also a greater question as well. Okay, he is trying to make some kind of the tips and tricks right there. Let us see. We were not gonna exit right now. It is the tips and tricks for these players. Okay, right there. He is trying to make that vision, but no, the glitches and the teams will not work right here. Okay, guys, there we go. The Thunder OP is right there, and he is still trying to make that sure if there is any kind of enemy in front of him or her side. Okay, if it's there, I will be going to push right there, but no. Okay, back again. I was just having some kind of my medicines. Okay, guys. Okay, this player is still doing that kind of a tricks and tricks. And would that be a great option? That would be a question right here. But how it is gonna be approaching? Okay, that would also matter a lot. And the team number 11, how they're gonna approach in this area and how they would be having a greater fight right here would be a question as well. And this equation has also need to be maintained, and it is the match of the wrangle, and we are at the end of the match, and it is the closing of the fourth circle, and fourth circle is going to favor the 9MP. 9MP. Okay, there we go. Players from the S app, they are going forward. And as they are going forward, they have a great opportunity to make that fight into their control, the zone into their control. But there are the 9MP Godfather who took that eliminations and those count off the point into their area. And this is a probably a great instance for this team. And we're gonna make some look over it and how they would be taking this fight possible. Okay, there we're gonna be the cooking off the grenade as I'm seeing that how it would be going forward. Okay, there we go. The player is right behind and right in front of him, or right in front of his side. And okay, there is the player. Okay, he is still trying to make that, but with that, he is already been taking that player away from that region. And we have only the 11 teams right now. Okay, from the another end, there is a player who was trying to make that elimination possible, but S2 was right there at another side, and this side would be a greater instances and greater fighting scenario for this team. And SF are also been taken down. How the SF will also maintain their legacy and their a kind of a trademark which was being cherished and which was being always a great opportunity for them to make it out. But no, only the last player surviving in it to revive both of the teams. Maybe it would be possible if you want to make a good fight. Okay, there we go. He is always aware of that area. And slot number 18, and it is this lot number 14, Panic Esports. There is a right in front of them, and Panic, they are not trying to panic, and they are just holding up freely and calming their nerves. And there we go, the players are coming from the back step, and if they're gonna make those looks over that, they would have a great elimination. Okay, there we go. Another play down for now, and it would be having some shots of the eliminations and the damage count as well. Okay, there we go. Another player taken down. Multiverse and multiple fights are being taken, and this would be probably a great and the cluster area, and potentially the teams would have a great combinations. Meanwhile, the team from the SF, they were having the four players remaining, but the two players somewhere around, they were already been taken down and the out of the lobby from here. And okay, there we go. The teams are still being survived, and the team from the panic as well, they are still trying to not to panic in this area and in this region. But how would they be trying to maintain that area into that circle? Okay, here we go again, how it is gonna be in the up for now. And SF, they are trying to hold up the both of the areas, multiple areas, 360-degree, in fact 160-degree I guess. Yeah, there will be the 160-degree in order to make those areas. And now it is the SF Esports who is trying to make some collaborations with other teams as well. As I was thinking about that, it would be a great opportunity with the SFJ, but no. Here we go, another player being taken down as well. For now, the teams have to get into the circle, otherwise they have no any alternatives to get into that position of the hashtag 5, so that you guys can earn a position regarding the semi-finals of this event. Okay, let us see the zone first now. Talking about the zone, they will have to make sure that their system will support their version as well. This version, they are not gonna leave it. This is the better version of the 667, and they are still in the top 8. But no, there was the players from the multiverse, and multiverse are also taken down. Okay, what a match was that? What a contribution was that? That was seeing a great elimination, a great matches. Wow, that's just a wow. And we were just talking about that, and okay, players are being pretty interested and pretty making that a great position as well. Okay guys, okay, well, there is some kind of the opportunity for the Alpha Esports as well. And Alpha Esports, they are trying to make some of those fights right there, and Alpha Esports they are trying to hit that grenade in front of those players. With the player from the far in of the Godfather 9MP, he hit that player from the far in, and they are not gonna leave that player, I guess. Yes, it is. They are instantly going forward, and the multiple teams are being gathered around this area, and maybe SF is the team they can make it up into the player. But poor man, advantage is there in the Alpha Euro 666, and there is this slot number 21 who is trying to make some of elimination. But okay, he is not trying to give that elimination as well. There is the player who is just stalking around, and maybe some kind of the vision is not being built up. There is the okay, Alpha Euro is right there, but here we go, the player from the SF as well. SF, they are only the solo players surviving, and how they would be going for it, and it would be a greater question. But there we go, the player from the KG, they have identified the Kyra with the 2K production, has also been into that area, and now it is the contribution solely with the players. But no, the player with the 4-man would have a better advantage and a great initiation with that. It is the elimination, and it is a winner in chicken dinner for this team, and it would be the Alpha who took this wonderful chicken dinner with the 11 elimination of the total point, and it is being rounded up, and it is being ended up here, and we will be back with the results. Please stay tuned, guys. We will be back soon with the results. Stay tuned and keep watching our channel, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel, guys. Well, guys, I'm back with the results, and it is the day two, and the matches of the Group B has been packed off for today, and almost around a great match and a great contribution has been showed by all of the teams, but certain teams with the hashtag 5 has been qualified for the semi-finals, and many congratulations to them. Among them, S2 of Fire Sports, 9MP Boys, SHQIPZONE EU, and the Cypher FI has been qualified for the semi-finals, and all of the other teams have to make sure that they will be joining our Discord server, and they will be playing further tournaments that will be organized by our server as well. And many congratulations to these 5 teams, but I don't know about that a team having that 6, okay, having that same and equal point for that hashtag 5 and 6. That would be confirmed by our management as well. But for now, the teams from the S2, they have collected that 66 point with the unbeatable margin of that almost around 30-40 points, and it is an incredible victory by them. And the Alpha Esports, they are also having that 37 points. There was a tie points for the 9MP boys and the Alpha Esport with the 37 points as well. And the SIP zone boys have that 30 points, and a great margin also being built up by them as well. And the hashtag 5, they have also 29 points, and the Ghost of Mercy have 29 points as well. As per this meta, maybe kills points are maybe as per the guideline of the PUBG Mobile as well esports scenario, that would be a greater instance that maybe a kill point would be in the priority list. But what we're gonna be having is all about the Discord server managers, and all other management teams will decide about it. But for now, it is the end of our show, and we will be packing up for today. But for tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, we will be coming with the same timing and the same day and the same matches, with the almost around 20 teams to qualify for the semi-finals of the top 5 teams. Thank you so much for watching, and many congratulations to the teams, as on the 10 teams has already been qualified for the semi-finals, and other 10 teams are still being in our vision. And for that, you guys have to subscribe our YouTube channel, and you guys have to stay on our YouTube channel and stay connected with us. We will be back soon with the tomorrow's match. Thank you so much for watching. It's me, your host, Silas Cast. Thank you so much for watching. We will be meeting soon, you guys soon.